Jake Moody, Darius Slayton, Matt Breida, George Kittle, and Darren Waller are all on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today. It is Thursday Night Football, Week 3 in the NFL. It's the Giants. It's the Niners. It's a rough game on paper. We're talking DraftKings, and we're doing it right after this. Hit that like button, everybody. First and foremost, you got to sign up at Prize Picks, link in the description. If you do that, if you click that link and you sign up at Prize Picks, they're going to give you up to $100 on your first deposit. 100% match. Whatever you put in, they're going to give it to you. You're also going to get 1 month of our Odds Shopper Premium package. This is what you should be looking for if you're trying to bet on sports. We take a market-based approach to finding the best lines possible for you. You get all of this for free for a month. Come check it all out. All you got to do is click the link in the description of this video. First up at number 5 in what should be a very interesting showdown slate, we got Brandon Aiyuk. Now he is 8,600, obviously had a big week 1, projected for about 13.5. Niners are 10.5 point favorites against the Giants, 43.5 point total. This is expected to be a pretty big one for the Niners. How they get their touchdowns will be important. And you certainly think that Brandon Aiyuk is live for one of those TDs. 8% chance to be your optimal captain, 30% chance to be optimal at utility. I don't have a ton to say here about Aiyuk. He looks good, but does he look all that different than like George Kittle because of price? No, not really. He doesn't. He gets to number 5. I think there are some clear-cut plays today that no one's going to be surprised to see. And then you get this range that contains Brandon Aiyuk where it gets kind of blurry and you're picking sort of the best of 3. And now you can see that we're starting to switch tier. Deebo Samuel in at number 4. He's 49% to be optimal. That's 11% more than Brandon Aiyuk. He's 8,800, projected for 16.5. And again, we're expecting big things from the Niners. I think that's probably better for Samuel than Aiyuk. Just going to get used a little bit differently. 7% chance to go for more than 30. 13% chance to be your optimal captain. So you certainly don't need 30. 36% at the utility. That's where the big difference lies. Deebo Samuel is about as likely in the utility spot as everybody else below them, including the captain spot. I think Deebo's the first guy. There's 4 guys that I think are very live at captain. Deebo is the first of those guys. We take another step up in tier. We get to Brock Purdy, another Niner, 9,400 for Purdy, just shy of 19 fantasy points. Giant favorites here. So what you're really hoping is that if the Niners do get out in front, Brock Purdy throws those touchdown passes in the first half, because after that, it might get pretty difficult for Purdy. 11% chance to be your optimal captain, 47 at utility. So Purdy is the first guy to cross that 50-50 threshold. Deebo Samuel just missed it. He's pretty well clear of Deebo as well. 9,400 for what we should expect out of Purdy today. It's pretty good value for a quarterback. But we actually get Daniel Jones just barely edging out Brock Purdy into that number 2 spot. 10,200 for Jones, projected for 19.5. Giants are in real big trouble if Daniel Jones doesn't have a big day here. 14% chance of being your optimal captain, 45 at utility. That 45 at utility is almost as much as everything Deebo Samuel has, but you can see the path to Daniel Jones being the optimal captain. I think it's very clear. No Saquon. You're going to see Daniel Jones run the ball a little bit. If he happens to have any sort of success running, that's where you're going to get the big Daniel Jones game. If he breaks one or has a rushing touchdown, that's going to carry a lot of weight for the Giants. I love getting to Daniel Jones here. It might get ugly, but he is very clearly, to me, the best Giant you can get to. Finally, we close it out with Christian McCaffrey, 13,200. So he has a real price tag, but he's projected like that too. 23 fantasy point projection in this monstrous game for the Niners. But McCaffrey's going to be involved no matter what happens. Running game, passing game, he's just going to be out there. Barring injury, McCaffrey's getting the most work. 16% chance to go for more than 30. 24% chance to be your optimal captain. Clearly my top guy there. Plus another 43% at utility. That's higher than everybody's total from Brandon Aiyuk down. I don't think there's anybody better today than McCaffrey. But he is a lot lower in general optimal odds than what you see on some other slates. Sometimes you get into that 75 to 80% optimal, and we don't have that. 2/3 of the time Christian McCaffrey's in the optimal lineup. That means 1/3 of the time he's not. This is pretty tricky at the top because of the spread for today. But the moral of the story is pretty simple. The San Francisco 49ers are the best option 4 out of your top 5. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NFL DFS contenders on DraftKings for Thursday Night Football, Week 3, San Francisco 49ers, New York Giants. Don't forget to hit that like button, sign up at Stokastic or at OddsShopper using the links in the description. Good luck, everybody. Check out the FanDuel version as well. It's around here somewhere. I'll see you guys again Monday morning.